Flowers know me. You don't know when we have flowers. They are of this size. I don't do anything to them. They start blowing like this, they blast like that. Now one would say, Mother, how do they know? Because they are natural. We are unnatural. We have taken so many artificialities as part and parcel of life. See, all kinds of courtesy, this, that, all that's not necessary. All these stupid practices that we have adopted sometimes keep us away from pure knowledge. And when there's no pure knowledge, we don't know anything what's happening. You just get frightened for small thing, upset for something. I mean, it's something very surprising to see Sahajogis getting upset. Among the 100 people, if supposing there's a problem. So, if you are a Sahajogi, you have to just witness and see. If you cannot do that, then you are not a Sahajogi. But it's not it's not like practicing, like they say, if you have to have the blessings of Shiva, you must say 108 times his name. That's not the way. He doesn't like it. You see, nobody likes that kind of a murmuring. You see, somebody comes and takes your name all the time near your door, you'll throw him out. So that's not the way. It's a wrong idea that you go on taking the name of somebody and that deity will help. First of all, you have to become wise enough to understand that you are a part and parcel of Param Chaitanya. Everything will work out by that. And it works out so beautifully. Of course, some people have hard time, I don't say they don't have. But it is not hard, because if you are one with Param Chaitanya, and you know that it is doing the job, you are not feeling that hardness or sickness or anything. All the people who write to me about their problems, I don't know what to say. To just say that, do you believe in Param Chaitanya? All right. It knows. It knows what is to be done. It knows what is to be corrected. It knows what is to be said. See, it can create poetry, it can create music, it can create everything. But do you leave everything to the Param Chaitanya? This is the second point in wisdom. Do you have wisdom to leave everything to Param Chaitanya? After experiencing also, like there was one lady who was going in the car, and she found her car, and the brakes were breaking. And she didn't know what to do now. If the brakes are no more, how will she manage? It was in Germany. And all the cars were moving very fast. And she didn't know what to do. So she put her head on the steering wheel and she said, I leave it to Param Chaitanya. She said, she leaves it to me. All right, it's the same. So by saying that, what happened? She said, Mother, I don't know. When I raised my head, I found my car was taken on one side of the road and nobody was there. All the cars were passing by, but somehow or other, this car was taken there very nicely by some force. So the wisdom lies in understanding the working of Param Chaitanya, how it guides you, how it helps you, how it preserves you, how, depending on Param Chaitanya, you can continue to be living very happily. I think in Sahaja we have lost very few Sahajogis. They live for long, they don't die. And if you ask their experiences, it's very amazing how it works out. If they don't want to live also, they can pass. But if they want to live, Param Chaitanya takes over and you can live long. But living long doesn't mean that you go on bothering yourself as to what you will do with your money, how will you live, what will be the source. All these nonsensical things, worries come to you, all right. then the Param Chaitanya says, all right, go on worrying. If you go on worrying, all right, go on worrying, doesn't matter. What will happen? Whatever has to happen will happen. But Param Chaitanya can interfere in case we leave it to Param Chaitanya. He said many a times, leave it to God. Leave it to God. But God means, I don't know what they mean by God. God means Param Chaitanya. God means divine force that is working everything. So another way of looking at it is the wisdom that we should understand. Each and every particle of this world is created by divine, by the divine force. And this particle and everything is completely under the guidance and supervision of Param Chaitanya. Nothing can move unless until Parama Chaitanya works on. It is something so connected globally, it's so much there that people don't realize what they are doing, what they should have done. I mean, on many scales you find something happening. Like supposing something is happening now in America. Just try to find out what America has done to other countries. Immediately you will get the answer. So also it takes full care of the persons who believe in Param Chaitanya, who give everything in the hands of Param Chaitanya. We give things to the police, we'll give to the doctors, we give it to some civil people, engineers, to do some things. But they can make mistakes, they can create problems. But you leave it to Param Chaitanya. It's something so remarkable that in my own life I've seen that all the time it works for me. I was building a house in Pune, and we had to put a slab. It's a very, very big slab. Needed about 300 bags of cement for that. So I got the cement and I got the people. But they said you to start early in the morning and you can finish next morning, 24 hours. I said, all right. So at about 5 o'clock I told, let's go, the work is over. They said, how do you know? I said, I know, let's go and see. So imagine, which was going to finish after 12 hours, was already finished, and all the workers were walking about. And everybody said, Mother, it's a miracle. How can such a big slab be laid in such a short time? I said, is it to make them understand? I said, it must be Hanumana must have done the job. But all of these people, all these deities are part and parcel of that Param Chaitanya. Now you are worshipping the Mother. To worship the Mother is the biggest thing, because all these deities and everybody are her children, under her command, under her desire. So to worship the Mother, the story of, as you know about Ganesha, that the Mother said that the one who goes round the Mother Earth 3 times, I will give him a present. So Sri Ganesha thought in his wisdom, who is greater than my mother? No one else. Because he knew he cannot compete with his brother who has got a peacock for a conveyance. So he said, how can I go around and win over this person? So best is to take to wisdom. My mother is greater than everything else. So he went round his mother 3 times and he got the prize. And the other brother was just still moving on. When he came back, he found that the present is already lost. So again and again I'll say, it is the wisdom that helps. The wisdom to leave everything to Param Chaitanya. And this is something for a modern person very difficult to understand. he can't calculate 2 plus 2. He's so bad because of these computers and things like that. He's absolutely hopeless as far as any mathematical calculations are needed. Or now I must say, I don't know how to handle any computer or any calculator. But if you ask me just like that, Mother, how much will it be? I'll say so much. And it will be that. It will be that. But I am so sure about it. It cannot be anything else but that. And it works that way. Sometimes, of course, if I want to tell some wrong thing just to mislead the person, then I may say something. But normally, I know it is that. But I know not like the way we know. I just know it. That's what it is. Just know it. So I am not saying that you develop your knowledge to that extent that you can do it, but your wisdom. If you start using your wisdom, it will always come handy. In anything that you do, think of the wisdom. My advice to you is that as your mother loves the whole world, loves all of you, and cares for those who haven't even got realization, you should also try to create more people for such. But in that, if you start behaving in a manner all the time saying, you are catching this, you are a bhoot, you are this, you are that, I never said that to anyone. So you shouldn't say like that. That's no love, that's no understanding. The understanding is that you were just the same as the person was, and now you are knowledgeable, so you must use your knowledge to correct that person, not to put him down. And that correction is also not verbal. It's just through your vibrations you can correct the other person. Most of the Sahaja Yoga work sometimes I've seen that stops because we are very methodical, we become like great teachers, we start telling them stories, and then they get fed up with it. So, when you are handling other people, as I said, we have to spread the knowledge, very important. We cannot keep it to ourselves. But it's not for any ambition, for any leadership, for any kind of recognition, but just the use of our wisdom, use of our knowledge, that we want to help others out of love, not for any recognition, not for any position, nothing. Just we want to do it because we love them. And I'm sure this will work out very effectively. And the person who will be helped, or the persons who will be helped, will be just be bound to you, because they find the true knowledge. But supposing somebody comes to you and says, I know the true knowledge. You might be knowing, but I have to know what you know. Then you ask that person, then he'll give you a big lecture. You say, no, that's not the thing. Just smile, say, that's not the thing. The thing is, true knowledge is a part and parcel of your being. It's just within you. It is not some sort of a concrete stuff that you have read or you have understood, but it just has become a light within you.